So YouTube, just getting back with you on the associated car here. Been kind of playing around with some things. Again, just trying to do some beginner based videos. Just try to help out a little bit with some understanding. One of the things that I kind of wanted to cover on this video was just the front end of the car. There's things that you can do to try to get these cars to actually turn in. They turn in pretty well, but there's things you can always tweak on them just to kind of play around with them to get them comfortable to where you're comfortable with them. This video is just for the front end. One thing that I've played around with here on this one, and just something to help you out, but when you look at your front A-frame, you can look at your A-frame, and your A-frame can either be pitched straight or nose forward. So just to go over the different variations of what that means, if it's, you know, straight, that's more of a neutral setting. You can actually change the pills in your your A and your B block here. You can actually change the location of your holes. You can go center, or you can go up, down. There's a lot of different variations. So what that does is, when this vehicle, when you're coming down the straightaway and you have your A-frame angle, instead of it being flat, your A-frame is pitched back a little bit. When you're coming down the straightaway and you're getting that car to set into that corner, what that does with the A-frame being pitched, it allows more weight to transfer on the front. So you take that weight and you apply it to the front on your front tires, and that can kind of help cut in. That can kind of help the front end of the car kind of dive and pitch a little bit and cut in. The downfall of this is everything is a give and a take. When you start playing with A-frame geometry on your lowers, when you start coming up the face of jumps a little bit, if you have your A-frame pitched a little bit, you lose a little bit of that push off your jumps. So when you come up your ramp and your car with the A-frames, you know, more tame, you kind of get a little bit more push off, and the car will actually nose. It will actually kind of tend to nose up a little bit. So when you start playing with your A-frames and you start, you know, kind of raising them up in the front, lowering them in the back, you can get really aggressive with that, and you'll get a lot of pitch coming into the corners, and you can really get the front end of this thing digging in, so you can really just lay in it and go. The downfall of that is when you're hitting your on-ramps, you don't get that push from the front end off. It might try to kick the back up a little bit for you. So a little steady throttle coming off, that'll overcompensate that, and that'll help you out with that. So, and again, if you take your front A-frame and you lift the back up and the front down, you're not going to get that weight transfer as much to the front end of the vehicle, but you're going to get that nice kick coming off your face of your jumps, and then when you land, it's going to be a little more aggressive when you land. So just kind of play around with your pill location until you find something that's comfortable for you. That corner's good. You still get your good weight transfer to the front, and something that still takes off your landing ramps nice and smooth for you as well. So just wanted to pass that information along to you. Drop a comment below. Thanks.